So basically, what happened is that SM Entertainment introduced their new rookie, and one of them is Eunseok. Whether these rookies will be added to NCT or be part of a completely new boy group hasn't been announced by SM Entertainment yet. He was interviewed and asked what his ambitions and plans for the future are. He replied that he loves acting and also sees his future in the acting industry. He further explained that he never intended to become an idol or join SM Entertainment but was cast by the company. So many people took issues with this statement, saying that he is acting too privileged and that he is using NCT as a stepping stone for his future acting career and is taking this opportunity for granted. Now, what do I think about it? I actually do not care. I feel like netizens are reaching a little bit. Like if he wants to be an actor and is using NCT as a starting point, then I really do not see the issue with it. Moreover, as he said, he never planned to join the company. It was SM that cast him and planned this, so why be mad at him? Off topic, but I'm glad that they are debuting grown people again. I was so sick seeing little toddlers being thrown into this industry, and we all were acting like it's normal. A 13-year-old should not debut. End of discussion. You might have heard of the group XG, the group that is under Apex but has been promoted as a sub-label group of YG Entertainment for the longest time until YG had to step out and clarify that they have nothing to do with that group. This strategy seems to have worked because jobless company stans are now standing and supporting this group even though they have yet to deliver a good song. To give you more background information, XG is an all-Japanese group that, according to the CEO, is aimed to attract global fans. In fact, the CEO has recently been controversial for saying some questionable things. He said that Japan won't lose to K-pop and that they are only using the Korean staff to appeal to the States. K-netizens were rightfully upset about this and pointed out that this group has been using Korean tweets, Korean music shows, and Korean promotion strategies to promote their group but is still claiming to be somehow above K-pop. And honestly, I have to agree. How are you going to claim to be above K-pop but use everything Korean to promote your group? Do you not have any shame or self-respect? And it even feels more wrong if we look at Japan and Korea's colonial history. I would be careful with that attitude. Not to forget that they have been shamelessly promoting themselves as a YG group even though none of it is accurate and YG had to deny rumors. This whole situation is embarrassing.
Guys, for the love of God, I did not leave. I was fired.
Daisy had to speak up once again and clarify that she never left Momoland but was, in fact, kicked out by MLD Entertainment. She also added that she doesn't know why they did it, that she has now moved on from it, and that everything is okay. What do I think about it? I feel like, we already knew about all of this, and there wasn't any new information. If K-pop stans leave her alone, I feel like the members have to say the same stuff repeatedly, and nobody listens. I do think she knows why they kicked her out, though. I can't really imagine that she doesn't know the reason, but it's her right to decide what to tell the world and what not. As I'm drama hungry, I would actually love if the former members came together and exposed what happened behind the scenes, but it's probably never going to happen so.
跟女生的这个吵架是因为男生讲逻辑，女生讲感情嘛。你会发现女生会经
A TV show of Waves WINWIN has been going viral recently where he made some sexist remarks towards women. He said that he has been reading and agreeing with a book in which the author explains that men argue with logic while women use their emotions. Moreover, the author claims that women bring up incidents from a long time ago that have nothing to do with the current issue. As he was speaking so confidently about this, the women on the show clearly seemed to be upset about this until the co-host warned WINWIN from continuing his speech. Finally, one of the female hosts asked him why he would even read such a book. WINWIN seemed to be flustered by this question and quickly came up with the excuse that his sister recommended it. Well, I'll let you all decide how you feel about this, but I just think you all should know that your favorite male idols probably hold some questionable views. I'm pretty sure that 99% are either sexist, homophobic, racist or all of the above. This man is so weird and creepy. He has been weird on multiple incidents, but it just keeps happening that I lost count. This time he posted a picture of a news article on his story that claimed that people are holding on to gdragon but forgetting about top. Many people were confused by this and said that he is publicly shading his group member on social media while he should have resolved this issue in private. Other people seem to delude themselves by thinking he is just thinking that the article is hilarious. Whatever his intentions were, I just hope they keep being shady to each other since I've missed drama in groups. I'm waiting for gdragon to respond to this and call him an irrelevant loser. And I promise you I don't care about either of them, I just think them ruining their own group with this kind of drama would be so entertaining.